Gaffer, where do we start after that? One of the performances of the season, one of the results of the season.
Yeah, it's got to be up there because obviously with Fleetwood's league position and the run they've been on, 18 games unbeaten, they've beaten some big teams and they're a good side. We're obviously delighted with the way we played today. We had other chances as well. Hit the post, had goals disallowed. But we looked a strong team today. We improved from where we were last week against Wimbledon, and there was some good signs out there for us today.
Start with Adam Lafondra. It's been coming.
Yeah, really pleased with his goals, but his all-round play. I thought his all-round game last week against Wimbledon was his best game for us, and even when he hasn't scored, he's done a good job for the team, and he's kept getting into the right areas. And two great goals today. The second one's a real textbook striker's goal, and I'm very pleased for him. But not just his goals. His all-round play. He was winning headers. He was closing people down. He really, played in a real leadership kind of role for us today.
We know how hard the team work on set pieces. Great to see that come off today.
Yeah, well, Phil's delivery was very good, and we could have had more, really. And I'm not sure what the refs saw when he disallowed one in the second half. But not just that, Maurice's delivery in open play. He was up against a good player in Amari Bell today, but I thought at times he had him on toast in and around the box, and he put in some fantastic crosses.
And Fleetwood, they just looked like they couldn't deal with us at times.
Yeah, I mean, they're a very good team, and they always carry a threat with the players they've got, with Bobby Grant, Devante Cole and Ball and obviously Hunter when he came on. They're good players, and obviously they've got good players because they've been on such a great run. But we cope with it well. And I think I've got to give Dorian DeVita a mention as well, because I felt Dorian played excellently today. That was a difficult game for him, his second game after being out the side for so long. But he played really well today, and I'm pleased for him because he's had to wait patiently.
Great to see the skipper back as well. Darren Prattley out since the opening day, had a setback, 80 minutes under his belt. It's incredible.
Yeah, well, we didn't decide that till later in the week. So, Friday morning, really. We had a chat with him Thursday. Then Friday, I had another chat with him. Really, we were going to play Daz on Monday night in the under-23s, but he trained that well this week, especially towards the back end of the week. I said to him, look, Daz, I think you're a good enough player to get your fitness in the first team, and he's very, very positive about that himself. And it's a real credit to him as a professional that he was able to play in the manner he did today. And I'm sure that he'll give a lot of thanks to Matt Barras and the medical team and Nick Allenby, who've worked very hard with him to get him into that physical condition, because he was excellent for us today.
And he gives a big boost heading into those final weeks of the season. Yeah,
well, he's a captain, he's a leader, and more of those experienced type of players you have on the pitch, the better chance you've got. And I think all round, we look like a team of men today. You got that real feeling that we're very strong in everything we did, and played some great football, and looked dangerous every time we went forward. And obviously pleased with that.
We announced the signing of Jem today. Debut at the end. What's he bring to the squad?
Well, Jem's got great running power as well, similar to Darren. He can cover the ground, he makes tackles, he's good at intercepting things, and I feel he's an excellent signing for us. He's a really good character. Obviously, with Jem, that he hasn't played for a long time, but we brought him in, and he's lifted the level of training. And just his enthusiasm and his attitude. Him and Darren being back in the train this week has really lifted everybody, and pleased to have him on board.
And this result livens up the chase for promotion at the top. Yeah,
it's game on. 11 games to go now. We said to the lads it's a mini season. Before today we had a 12-game block, and we started it well. It is only a start, but it is a bit of a statement also, because we've come to a very, very good side and won convincingly.
Next up, Gillingham away.
Gillingham, I saw them the other week, are a good side, and we've got to make sure that as much as we've played well today, we go up another level again on Tuesday. I've just said to the lads about the preparation now from us to Tuesday. We've got to do everything we can to give ourselves an edge over Gillingham down there, and play with the motivation we showed today, the organisation, and just the sheer will to win. You could see it, you could sense it from the lads.